majors on the Champions Tour, and people might say, well, it's the Champions Tour, but I'll tell you what, the U.S. Senior Open and the Holders, and it's, the best 50-year-old golfers in the world, with one more, so that he's excelled. I hope the voters, I used to be on that voting panel. I'm not in. I vote for him.
Gary, was there any specific criteria in the bylaws or at that time that absolutely said you have to? Do you know if that's...
Not that I recall. Yeah. Voting panel. And I don't recall, like the LPGA has those so many points to get in the Hall of Fame, and they don't have a lot of... I don't recall that, but it's like any other Hall of Fame. For instance, I think Pete Rose should be a bad thing. He bet on baseball. We're going to touch the record he set for most hits. So I think, if people can just get past that major, you win one major, how is that much different than winning, 30 times on the two tours?
Yeah.
How does that elevate you over
now,
that? You know what I mean?
I'm in agreement with you in the sports that I talk about and cover, and we talk about Hall of Fame quarterbacks. They want you to have won Super Bowls, and if you win multiples, you're an automatic. And I don't believe it's simply that cut and dried, and especially in that as a team sport. But people are going to have their own votes and their own opinions on it. Let me ask you a question about what you've got going on. You're going to go play the Robert Trent Jones Trail. Now, I got a question for Tiz. When we come about, and we'll get back to Gary on this, but we talk about course designers. Robert Trent Jones Jr., Pete Dye, the ones that are most well-known. What did you like or dislike about what they did, and do you acknowledge and honor what they have done as their place in golf?
All three are target golf people.
Yeah.
So you had to have a target, and they appeal to those people that are only going to hit it so far. I was on two committees, two things with Trent Jones Jr.
Yeah.
Century World and UW.
Yeah.
And everything was target golf. And since that time, they've changed. In fact, I don't know, maybe it's the seventh hole or so. I played in the opening round of the tournament of the golf course at Century World. John Jonas and I, and we got on the par 5, and you got to hit it down over here. Hit it like this, and then you hit it over here, and then you go on. But I got on the tee, and I aimed to the left. And he said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to go over the water here." So I hit it over the water, hit a 9-iron to the second shot on the par 5, and the next day the machines were out putting the tee back. So they are, I think that there are some designers out there today.
Yeah.
That are modern golf type thing. That's old style, even Century World.
Yeah.
Sure. That you saw who was leading the tournament at the senior tournament.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jerry Kelly, short hitter, always in the fairway. Steve Stricker, short hitter, always in the fairway. Bernhard Longer, stay hard. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So, design. They try to tough it up a different way, but today that's not the way the game is played.
Gary, I imagine you're looking forward to this trip down there to be on the trail.
I am. Yeah, I've never. I've played all over. Obviously, played Myrtle Beach and played golf in Florida and Arizona and most of the major destinations. But I've never played. I've heard great things about that Robert Trent Jones Trail. I know I'm going to be in the Huntsville area, and I think there's 6 courses we're playing in 5 days, so it's a lot of golf. But, I'm looking forward to this. I heard great things about those courses.
Gary, you were involved with coverage of the Old Hickory tournament, and you said you were anxious to see it. Last week when we had you on, the event hadn't totally taken place yet. What'd you think?
It's funny because they all wear... Period. I made a mistake of calling them costumes, and some guy got mad.
Maybe not.
They're outfits. They're outfits, not costumes. So I got that. But, they all wear knickers, the plus fours, and the Ben Hogan kind of newsboy caps and all that. And they get into it, but they're really into the Hickory Golf. And I watched this guy named Paolo Quirisi from Switzerland who played on the DP World Tour, the European Tour, for 13 years. And all he does is play Hickory Golf. He flew to America, to Kenosha, just to play in this tournament. And I watched him warm up, and he had a niblick, which was a wedge, hickory shafted niblick with a skinny blade. And he was hitting these beautiful little 60-yard shots. He hit about 12 shots warming up, and they were all within 10 feet of each other.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know how those guys can control those clubs, because they look to me like they're really hard to hit. But I had a fun day out there at Kenosha and met a lot of interesting people. They're really serious about their Hickory Golf.
No kidding. Let me finish with this, and then we'll let you go, and I know you're leaving on your trip tomorrow. Wisconsin.Golf does a fantastic job. We talked about it every time that we've had you on this year, and it's a fantastic work that you and Rob and others do with it. I know you've got a story coming up later this week, Birdie Bombs, which kind of combines a little alcohol, I think, a little company that's doing that. You got a story coming out this week?
Yeah, I got a story coming out, probably being Friday on our website about Birdie Bombs. This guy from Oconomowoc, former football player at UW-Whitewater, played on a couple national championship Division III teams, and he came up with this idea to sell these. They're very low alcohol content. They're like fruity kind of alcohol drinks, but they're shots and they're packaged to look like golf balls. They come in sleeves of 3 or a box, like a dozen, like you would buy golf balls. And he's found his way onto beverage carts in a lot of Wisconsin golf courses. I don't know, Tiz, if you're going to have him out at TCC at some point, but he's got a good thing going, I think.
Hey, he's got strychnine beer here.
Yeah, well.
Gary.
Yeah.
It is not going to happen.
Not going to happen. Well, that kills that idea in a hurry. Yeah. Listen, Gary, thank you. We appreciate having you on. I look forward to the content and your insights all season long. I hope that you'll come back with us next spring and enjoy your trip as well.
Thanks. I've had a great time this year, you guys. Thanks so much.
You bet.
Gary D'Amato, really good. We're going to talk a lesson segment coming up with Travis, and in that it'll be to help you prepare for the off season. We don't want to think it's coming, but it is. So Travis will take us through a little golf instruction into the off season program. You'll hear that when we come back. This is Talking Golf at TPC Wisconsin.
Derek Jeter for American Family Insurance.
Life's better when you're under the American Family Insurance roof, because they'll help protect your family's dreams. Whether it's a kid like me aiming for the big leagues, future rocket scientist, we have liftoff, or a budding prima ballerina, you can count on an American Family Insurance agent to help you dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
University Ridge has been the proud host of the American Family Insurance Championship since 2016. We've enjoyed working with the American Family team to create 9 years of magical moments at University Ridge. Open to the public and consistently considered one of the best values in the country, University Ridge is the place for golf in southern Wisconsin. Book your tee time up to 90 days out online at universityridge.com. Play where the Badgers and the pros play. University Ridge.
When you or a loved one could use a helping hand, turn to the caring team of experts in senior living at Oak Park Place. This is Paul Braun, and when I needed someone to help me navigate senior living for my wife, I called Oak Park Place. They were with me every step of the way from the first call through move-in day. Choose a community that promotes independence when you want it, assistance when you need it. Oak Park Place Senior Living. Visit oakparkplace.com to learn more.
Why drive an ordinary car when for the same monthly payment you could be driving something extraordinary? Aaron Perkins, General Manager, Zimbrick European. Imagine yourself behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche. More safety, performance, and luxury, and way more fun. And getting more costs less than you think. Zimbrick European makes leasing affordable. Discover the value for yourself. Stop in and test drive a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche today. Visit Zimbrick European and find out why leasing the car of your dreams makes so much sense.
TPC Wisconsin offers fantastic facilities for the whole family. They not only provide members with 18 holes of an elite golfing caliber challenge, but an Olympic-sized swimming pool, spacious accommodations for family gatherings, weddings, corporate business meetings, and a variety of programs for the junior golfers. Question is, are you up for the TPC Wisconsin fantastic facilities? Now's the time to tee up a TPC membership. Call 608-249-1000.
Relationships.
Building them.
Making them last a lifetime.
Since 1978, Clary has worked to develop true relationships with you, our customers. Hi, I'm Sean Clary, president of Clary Building Corp. Relationships are what drive our success. So whether you are looking at storage for your toys or a new egg building, we hope to exceed your expectations each time we serve you. We are here for every stage of your life. Build your dreams today at clarybuilding.com.
Director of Instruction here at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. I want to talk about as we get closer. We're not there yet, but as we get closer, we'll talk about heading into the off season and what people can do, players can do to take care of off season preparation. But first, let me start with your junior program, your PGA Junior League state champions, and what so many of the kids here have been able to accomplish, in part due to the lesson program, but also in part due to their dedication to the game.
Yeah, we are very fortunate to have some fantastic juniors under our instruction arm and also members here at TPC Wisconsin. Just to talk about some of their highlights. Yes, our 13U PGA Junior League team did win the section championship, and we'll be representing Wisconsin here in a week or so in Lake Geneva. We did have 15 kids this year that did receive college golf scholarships.
That's crazy.
And we work with about 50 kids that are currently playing college golf. We had 50 WPGA Tour, Junior Tour wins this summer in 2024. There's one event left, and I believe the Player of the Year has come down to two members of TPC Wisconsin, Lincoln Hotman and Cade Wieland, and both great players and great kids. We did have 21 boys that received all state team playing recognitions.
Yeah.
And right now we're right in getting into the girls season that just started for high school, which we have about 40 girls that under our umbrella that take lessons with us. And then the college teams are going strong right now, so it's a ton of fun, and it's great to watch everything.
How do you handle so the high school girls that are playing now on the competitive high school golf season, which is underway? They have coaches. Some of those coaches are administrators, but some of them are coaches. How do you handle where there's no stepping on somebody's toes from the instruction of a player under your tutelage that also has a coach?
Sure. We pretty much work with all of our students year-round.
Yeah.
And a lot of the coaches will call us, or they will ask what we're working on with that particular player. This is our business that we do every single day. And most of the coaches, not all of them, but most of them are teachers and don't have the background to really give good golf instruction. They're awesome at coaching and helping with the mental side of the players. So we do a lot of that, but it's a team effort. We're all there to support the kid and help the kid.
Does it change when they're collegiate golfers?
I would say the college coaches are almost more so telling their students to reach out to their swing coach.
Yeah.
Again, we communicate with a lot of those coaches as well, what we're working on with the kids, and we're on the same page.
I have one more here, and then I want to talk about off-season prep. So we have Kathy Hart on the show every now and then. I assume that you have met her and spent some time around here a little bit.
Yes.
That side of the game, the coaching, the mental side, the positive thinking, and handling failure, because golf is a game that has lots of failure. How much is that integral in the development of a player, and how do you handle that part as a teacher?
I actually use Kathy as a referral to a number of my students that are looking for more of that mental game work. And she does a fantastic job, and every student of mine that has come back from working with a mental coach, I think takes a positive takeaway from it and gives them practices and ways to think a little differently when they're on the golf course.
All right, so let's, I hate to do it, but, winter is coming. We just can't avoid it. It's going to show up. So let me ask about off-season prep for those players who, whether they're a 18 handicap or a 4 handicap, how they approach the off season and some advice you have in that regard?
Sure. I would say kind of October, November is a great time to really evaluate your game from this year. You know, and when I say that, I mean, how was your fairways hit, your greens in regulation, your short game, your chipping, your putting. And as you go through the different parts of the game, write down some goals for 2025. You know, maybe I averaged 34 putts and I want to average 30 putts. Well, I could save 4 shots off my game right there. Maybe my driver accuracy wasn't very good. I hit 30% of my fairways. And then what you can do with these goals is then find a coach that you can work with and develop an off-season program that's going to really focus on your weaknesses.
How much is fitness a part of that, or can it be part of that, at least as a way to augment what you're doing on your basic fundamentals? The fitness level, which is the golf-specific fitness, is different than going to your local club and doing classes that are just of the ordinary type variety.
Correct. We're fortunate enough here at TPC Wisconsin, we have a TPI certified fitness coach on our team that can actually run you through an assessment and take a look at your swing and take a look at your body, and maybe there's tight hips or bad back or something that's prohibiting you from making the correct movements. And as you work on these things, your swing can get better without even working on the swing.
Yeah.
So I think for our very competitive players, I would say 90% of them are on some sort of off-season training program. Then I would say for our older clientele, a lot of them are doing it for preventative maintenance on body parts, you know, shoulders, hands, hips, back. And even if you feel better, you're going to play better.
Some people, there's an individual preference about taking time away from the game as far as the swing and then beginning again at some point. That's an individual preference. But it is also a great time of year to read and to get into the mental side of the game, or to just find those instruction. So what are your tips on books and reading different elements to get better at certain things?
Sure. There's a lot of really good books out there if you go and take a look at some of those things. Bob Rotella does a really nice job. I love to listen to some of the podcasts and take ideas away from that. There's some really good mental things that come out of like the Navy SEALs and how they prepare, and it's amazing how it kind of goes right onto the golf course, and you can take a lot of those same practices to slow your breathing and be confident and calm over the shot. But it's a great time to work on that. Yoga's good. There's meditating that's good. All of that to help the mental game for you to become a better golfer.
Yeah, and we have Kathy on the show every now and then. Her podcast is Think Above Par, and the cool thing about her podcast is they're like 12, 14 minutes long. So you don't have to commit to an hour, 90-minute podcast. They're quick and also incredibly positive thinking, because this game can beat you up, and I know you've been around players who sometimes lose the love for the game because they take it to the point where it beats them up bad.
I do. It's I've seen it not only from juniors but from adults, where you're playing the game usually to go have fun and enjoy it, but if you are constantly beating yourself up, pretty soon you're going to give the game up and take up fishing. And me being in the golf business, we don't want that to happen. So even driving to your practice session, put on Kathy on the radio and listen to her for 10, 12 minutes and get some positive vibes going. But as much as you practice your short game and your long game and your driver and your putter, you should be working on your mental game.
Travis, it's been good stuff all season long. I appreciate you, and you're incredible at what you do. Your insights are valuable, and thanks for being with us so much.
Thanks for having me.
Talking Golf returns in just a couple of minutes right here at TPC Wisconsin.
Your golf game need a pick-me-up? It's one-stop shopping only at Nevada Bob. Joel and his crew can equip you, dress you, teach you, and here's the best part. New or used, clubs, shoes, bags, carts, apparel, balls, you name it, and they got it. Isn't that right, Joel?
Your game, your store, always at the best price.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion, or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's
Bobby is
roof.
ready.
Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Now is the time to take the short drive to Wild Rock Golf Club and experience championship golf in the heart of Wisconsin. Located in the Wisconsin Dells, this Herdston Fry masterpiece offers stunning views from elevated tee boxes with greens that roll fast and true. Cut from the natural beauty of the Dells, Wild Rock is sure to dazzle your senses. Secluded and sheltered from the outside world, Wild Rock is unlike any place you played before. Come be part of the Wild Rock experience by booking your tee time online today at wildrockgolf.com, wildrockgolf.com.
Hi, it's Matt LePay, and if you're a homeowner, this message is for you. If you're tired of worrying about your roof, siding, or gutters, look no further than Ridgetop Exteriors. With over 22 years of experience, they've got you covered, literally. From roofing to siding, windows to doors, and everything in between, trust Ridgetop Exteriors to enhance your home's curb appeal and protect it from the elements. Call them today for a free consultation and experience the peace of mind that comes with quality craftsmanship. Get started at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Are you in need of some rehabilitation to get you back on your feet after a fall or surgery? This is Paul Brown with Oak Park Place. Make a call to Oak Park Place Rehabilitation to develop a customized plan with their highly trained therapy staff. Whether it's inpatient or out, they will work with your physician to get you back on your feet fast. Located on the east and west side of Madison and in Janesville, Oak Park Place Senior Living. Visit oakparkplace.com to learn more. TPC Wisconsin is the Total People Center, offering you and your family a totally enjoyable experience. That includes a challenging 18-hole layout, a good variety of programs for junior golfers, indoor and outdoor tennis, athletic performance center, swimming pool, luxurious locker room, and spacious accommodations for family gatherings and weddings. TPC Wisconsin, a Total People Center and a complete game for the whole family. For membership details, call 608-249-1000.
Your golf game need a pick-me-up? It's one-stop shopping only at Nevada Bob. Joel and his crew can equip you, dress you, teach you, and here's the best part. New or used, clubs, shoes, bags, carts, apparel, balls, you name it, and they got it. Isn't that right, Joel?
Your game, your store, always at the best price.
And we're back at TPC Wisconsin here in Madison on our final show of the year. Along with Mike Heller, Dennis Tiziani, I'm Paul Brown, and Bobbi Stricker has been a regular. We certainly appreciated her being on the show. And Bobbi, before we talk about, I'm sure you're getting closer to total preparation and stuff coming up, but before we talk about that, for the rest of the Stricker family, it had to be a fun weekend this past weekend, huh?
Yes, it was. My dad had to play, but that ended up being obviously a really cool thing. He got a W, so that was cool. But the girls were home. We got to attend the Wisconsin-Alabama game. So, we were kind of split up this weekend, but we all had fun and super excited for my dad for getting that W yesterday.
Did you not go with an Alabama fan as part of the game Saturday?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Which
Wow.
we had a few in our seating area. We had a few Bama fans. So
there were a lot of them, Bobby.
They let us have it, but it's okay. We had fun anyway. I feel badly for our football team and our quarterback now, hearing what happened to him today. But it was a fun time, and obviously a game that, this has been on the schedule for a lot of years. So a game that we've obviously all of Wisconsin looked forward to, and campus was so cool. I've never seen campus like that before with all the people that came. And right, there were a lot of Bama people there, which it was just a really cool atmosphere.
Well, a year from now, we'll get to go down to Tuscaloosa. Let me ask you, I know that when we've talked over the last couple of weeks, you wanted to decompress and enjoy and live a little bit of life over the last few weeks. But now it goes back into to getting real and preparing for what is less than, or right about a month from now, at the next round of Q School. So give us a sense of what the next few weeks for you looks like leading into that tournament.
I'll start to this week really. I had to do something today. I worked an outing today as a pizza pro, so that was kind of fun. But yeah, really starting this week, I'll probably just start to change my mental just tune a little bit. My dad's going to be around, my teacher, so just to work on some things with him, play with him. I still got some friends that are around. Some of the guys on the men's side of things have been coming to play TPC, which has been, I think I talked about this a couple weeks ago, which has just been a really cool thing for me because I got really, really good players that they're preparing for Q school also. So they'll be around. I'm for sure going to play with them. And, actually try to go down to the courses that I am going to play in Venice, Florida next month. My dad is playing in one of his last tournaments, or his last tournament of his season in Jacksonville at the end of this month, beginning of October. So I think I'll probably go down there, watch him, and then try to play those courses just a couple weeks then before I got to go back to play in the real thing.
Bobbi, the last thought from me is as you go ahead and get ready for this, what is give me a sense of maybe one of the areas in the game that you're going to want to sharpen before you're tested again at the next round for Q School?
So I've only been to stage 2 one other time, and the grass in Florida is just way different even from the grass that I played in California. It's a lot more grainy, and just like around the greens is just way different. And I remember that being short game in any tournament, especially as you get like accelerated level, is just a very important thing, because if you're going to miss greens, then you need to get them up and down a majority of the time. So short game, we got that great new short game range at BC. So for sure going to be wearing that out. Obviously not the same kind of grass that Florida's going to have, but just to hone in some of those shots. I bunker, play, all of those things. So for sure going to work on that. And then it was a longer course. I remember the last time I played it. So make sure those fairway woods are dialed in also.
Really good. Bobbi, thanks for all the content this year. Thanks for being part of the show on a regular basis. Yeah. We're all thinking of you and wishing you all the best next month, and we'll be paying close attention, and we're all on your side.
Well, thank you. I've had so much fun this whole season, and I love all of you guys, so we'll do it again.
Yeah, very good. Go get him, Bobbi. Bobbi Stricker is going to play in the second round of Q School coming up next month in Florida, which will give us
she obviously was on the road somewhere.
Yeah, and Tiz, you talk about it, and that second round, second stage, she's been there once before, so she has a little bit of an idea of what lays in wait, but it is stiffer competition. Everybody here has done what she's done so far, and it ramps up a little bit, but you're playing against your own game rather than playing against somebody else.
She's a better player today, though, than she was a year ago.
Yeah.
And she's, better in every phase. And probably the biggest part is the mental part, where she knows she can compete. And, I keep telling them to go to play against somebody or with somebody where you can get your butt beat,
Yeah.
And that's what she's done. So she's out there. She's got, like you say, some guys that are playing on the senior the foreign tours that are playing here. So she got to see that this is what it takes. You know?
Wisconsin did that Saturday. They played against somebody where they got their butt whooped. You do learn in how you get up from defeat and failure and getting knocked around a little bit. What you do next is an important thing. They're going to do that on the football field, and golfers do the same.
That's a fun thing. Good athletes have short memories.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, not only does she have a great potential future in golf, she is a quality human being that can do a lot of different things. We'll be back to close it out after this time out. This is TPC Wisconsin.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Oh, well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Why drive an ordinary car when for the same monthly payment you could be driving something extraordinary? Aaron Perkins, General Manager, Zimbrick European. Imagine yourself behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche. More safety, performance, and luxury, and way more fun. And getting more costs less than you think. Zimbrick European makes leasing affordable. Discover the value for yourself. Stop in and test drive a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche today. Visit Zimbrick European and find out why leasing the car of your dreams makes so much sense.
University Ridge has been the proud host of the American Family Insurance Championship since 2016. We've enjoyed working with the American Family team to create 9 years of magical moments at University Ridge. Open to the public and consistently considered one of the best values in the country, University Ridge is the place for golf in southern Wisconsin. Book your tee time up to 90 days out online at universityridge.com. Play where the Badgers and the pros play, University Ridge.
Oak Park Place Memory Care Communities meet residents where they are on the journey with Alzheimer's and other form of dementia. This is Paul Braun for Oak Park Place. When you need to take that first step and learn more, turn to the experts at Oak Park Place. You'll meet a compassionate team who will help residents find purpose tailored to individual needs through a success-oriented program. Oak Park Place Senior Living. Visit oakparkplace.com to learn more.
Hi, I'm Sean Cleary. When you construct a Cleary building, you become part of the amazing Cleary team we are so proud of. One thing to be aware of is when it's golf season, our team has a tendency to switch to golf lingo on the job site.
Jim, you better take a mulligan on that.
Rest assured you are still getting the best quality, the best. Hey, is that crane getting close to?
More!
Go for the green with a new Cleary building, like the one at TPC, Wisconsin.
If you're a golfer who likes a challenge, consider being a member at TPC Wisconsin. The course provides you with a very challenging 18-hole layout that makes you think before you hit your next shot. After your round, you can relax at the completely renovated clubhouse. The new facility includes 3 restaurants, tennis courts, driving range, and programs for juniors, plus other great amenities. Are you up for the TPC Wisconsin Challenge? For details on becoming a member, 608-249-1000.
So we come back, final segment of this year's editions of Talking Golf. A big thank you to Dave McCann because he's out here getting these things set up every week. It's not easy. There's a lot of stuff. That's as nice as it's going to get. What Dave does is a lot. And Tiz, a thank you to you. You got a lot on your plate, but to sit here with us and talk a little golf. And I wanted to get into more topics this year, and we did. We talked more about the things that I think golf aficionados like to talk about. So I know you got a few things going on, but it's nice of you to sit with us and share an opinion, which is
share an opinion. It's a struggle, you know. Got to understand. No, I enjoy it a lot, and I don't know how many places have their own radio show.
Yeah.
And then to be with members of my club on this show.
Yeah.
I don't know where you could write a better script.
Yeah, it's a good thing. And Paul, you know how much and I'll just say this as we get ready to sign off. It's always been fantastic to work alongside of you because I listened to you for all those years, and I think you're just one of the great broadcasters that we've had. Calling hockey the way you did for all those years still takes me back, and I think your voice is consummate with that. So I appreciate the chance to spend another year on Monday nights working with you as well.
Thank you very much for being part of the show. It's been a great addition.
Yeah,
seriously,
I really enjoy it.
Addition.
And you guys going to hug or what?
No, that's it. That's all the niceties.
In the middle.
The niceties are all done. When we hopefully we'll reconvene in the spring. You never know how things work, but that's the plan is for us to be back in early April next year. And when we are, we'll be in advance of the tournament, the AmFam Championship tournament that will be played on this golf course, TPC Wisconsin in Madison. We're incredibly blessed to have a course of this caliber here, and to have the tournament coming here next year, and to be here to do the show is fantastic. So we're very fortunate in what we get to do. A big thank you to Steve Stricker, who joined us so many times throughout the season,
and
to
Bobby,
and Izzy, who's been on a couple of times. We even talked to Nikki and Gary D'Amato and the whole crew, and Travis for doing the lesson segments all season long.
Cool.
We hope to be back in the spring, and we hope when we are that you will join us for one final time this year, talking golf from TPC Wisconsin in Madison.
Thanks.